Yeah, what are you waiting on?
Alrighty, we are live, pups.
What?
Come on.
We're live?
All right.
We're talking to people?
Members only.
Tonight?
Thursday nights. Thank you for being here. If you're a YA member, you're here. If you're watching the recording of this afterwards, you weren't here. We send
And
emails.
it's almost as good.
We send emails every Thursday morning.
No, you do.
I send emails from my dad every Thursday morning. Actually, these come from me, asking you what can we answer, what can we help with.
Yeah.
And we're going to go through tonight and go through all the emails and answer all of them. And then Pops,
Yeah.
excitingly, we are like, I don't know, I'm going to say 3 weeks away. What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the books on the edge of the table.
They're fine. They're fine.
Okay.
I know exactly where they are. We use books to prop up the camera so we get the best angle.
Yeah.
Did you smile at the same? Stop looking at it. You're making me anxious. Stop looking at the books.
Well, I'll just try to be calm tonight.
I'll move the laptop in front of me. You can't see him.
I can see it.
Okay, in like 3 weeks,
Yeah.
we should
Don't
have...
bang the table.
Stop. I want to announce this.
Okay.
In like maybe, let's say 3 months. In 3 months, well, I want to set good expectations. In 3 months,
Yeah.
we're going to have the community set up. And so we'll also have like a live feed for the members only streams.
Yeah.
So rather than doing it through email, we'll be using the community feed. Anyway, it'll be better 3 months from now.
But it could happen sooner?
It probably will happen a heck of a lot sooner, yeah.
Okay, so it's not going to be the first quarter of 2022. It could be the third quarter of 2021 or sooner.
Or sooner.
Or sooner.
Shall we jump into the questions?
I'm ready.
We got a lot of emails to
I'm
answer.
fired
Pops.
up, buddy. I don't know about you. I mean, you know, I am ready to go.
Let's go. This is from Nikki.
Don't shake the table.
The camera's... I'll take a picture then and put it on Instagram. My lease is up on my 2018 MDX.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about getting a car for my husband as a Father's Day gift.
Ah,
Okay, that's just the first Ray Shevska stamp of approval of the night for that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Whose money are you using?
I'm willing to wait, but extend my lease till next year and get his gift next year when this is all done. But I wanted to shop and see if I can get lucky.
Yeah.
What do you recommend is the best way to negotiate 2 cars while I have more bargaining power being I'm attempting to get 2 cars? If I do it, I'm leaning towards leasing a Kia Sorento for me and purchasing a Kia K5 for my husband. What are your thoughts, Pops?
My thoughts are that there might not be 2 cars to get. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And the wonderful thing about Acura, if I remember correctly, I believe you can extend the lease for up to a year. You know, some manufacturers don't let you extend it that long. But, you know, truth be told, I don't know that the situation we're in is going to be resolved within a year.
Why don't we put up on the screen for everyone? We filmed a video on this today. It'll probably be out tomorrow or over the weekend. The inventories, the day's supply of inventories.
Yeah.
Updated for June compared to May.
Yeah, just go to Kia.
Let's just go to Kia.
Because
real
we're
quick.
talking about
We're talking
Kia
about
here.
Kia.
Yeah.
So
A
Kia
Sorento
cars.
would be a truck, wouldn't it?
No, a Sorento.
Yeah, the Sorento
would be the K5 though. Kia's
is that new sedan that
Is
can
the new
jump
sedan.
over the ramps.
I think
because
that's the
everybody's
commercial where
looking
they
at-
do that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
would be in the truck. So we
Yeah.
got one in truck. So we're
Yes.
looking at these 2 lines.
Yes.
This is June. This is May.
Yeah.
Days supply. This is June.
Yeah.
They've got a 26-day supply of the K5s.
We'll go to Kia car. Just Kia.
16, not Hyundai and Kia.
Yeah.
16 and 22.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of being able to negotiate a deal on either of them is really slim. And the likelihood
Yes.
of using, hey, I've got 2 vehicles on leasing or purchasing is...
Yeah, maybe if you do that, they might say, okay, we won't charge you $5,000 additional dealer markup per car.
So if you're in Nikki's situation, you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to extend the
thinking
lease.
I might extend the lease at least 6 months. It depends when exactly the lease is up. But if the one thing in Nikki's favor is in this crazy market, you're better off getting into another lease. So that 3 years from now, when things do return to normal, or hopefully return to normal, you know, you'll your obligation's over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Pops, let's move on to the next question.
Sorry,
here.
Nikki. Just tell your husband you were planning on getting him a car. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, you can show him this segment of the stream. He'll understand.
Yeah.
David, this is from David. In terms of improving your procedure over the long haul, can you link your data to Nitza? Info on recalls. Yeah, that's something that would make sense.
Yeah.
One model I'm interested in has an open recall that I found out through a Carfax the dealer sent. It would improve your service if that automatically came through on your vehicle reports. Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for that,
cool.
David.
Yeah.
All right. What specific negotiating strategies are there when you build out and order a car from the dealer? Because I want to purchase a manual and there are so few. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this live. Factory order.
You mean we've done one
gonna
or
help-
two
I'm gonna help David real quick.
videos on this?
Yeah, this one. So we're just going to do a quick thank you, David. Check out this video,
Okay.
please. Zach. Whoops. Well, I'm typing over here because I'm trying to block you
No,
from
I understand
seeing
because you don't want me to see that the camera's going to fall
is
off.
on. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got from Neil. Dear Zach, I'm trying to place a factory order on a car.
Yeah.
And the dealer got back to me with this quote.
Okay.
So it looks like it's, looks like it's over here.
Okay. It's a
So the
it's a
MSRP 's.
Subaru Crosstrek Limited. Okay.
Which we know they're down to a 9-day supply of, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
So the dealer's offering a discount.
Which is
Truly
absolutely
remarkable.
amazing to me. Yeah.
Sales tax. Okay. I mean, this
Yeah.
looks like a deal you'd probably jump on.
And this is for an ordered car. So you're gonna get him to do get them to do a buyer's order listing all those numbers. Excuse me. You're gonna sign it. They're gonna sign it, so that it'll be binding. I have water right here, so that it'll be binding. So when the car does come in, they'll honor that price.
So that's the thing. We get a lot of people asking us, do I put down the deposit? Yeah, put down the deposit. But what you really need to do
Is get a signed buyer's
a signed buyer's order.
by
both of you.
not by the salesperson,
Yeah.
but by a manager in the store.
Car Dad says nice discount on the Crosstrek. Yeah,
it is.
absolutely.
In today's world, that's huge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it really, really is.
And literally, the day supply of cars for Subaru.
Subaru trucks are down
Subaru
to
car is
what is I and D? Let's see.
one is domestic and one is imported.
Oh, interesting.
Well, yeah, because they have their plant in
Gotcha.
Indiana.
Okay, well, either way, it's 8. The day supply is down to 8.
Well, I don't know. Is the Crosstrek considered a truck? I think
Yeah.
it's considered more of a car, but I could be wrong.
I think it's considered a truck.
okay.
'Cause it
Either
falls into the
way,
SUV.
it's a very limited day supply.
So the fact
of
that you're getting
vehicles.
any discount.
Yes,
When I'm negotiating the price, am I negotiating the selling price or the MSRP?
you're negotiating the selling price. You're negotiating
out the door price,
Yes,
honestly,
and you're
yeah.
negotiating the discount off of the MSRP.
Tony's in the house from AZ.
Well, hi Tony.
They are offering me a dealer discount if I place the order now. My question is, does the dealer discount hold good at the time of delivery, or could they rescind it,
Well,
like the manufacturer discount? So that's what we're saying. Get the
Yeah,
buyer's order.
Yeah, that's why you want to get the buyer's order signed so that they'll give you that discount plus any manufacturer incentives
At the time
there
of
might be
delivery.
at the time of delivery. But a big emphasis on might.
Jeanette says, "Hi, Car Dad," and now I'm thinking, Dad, we should give you an affectionate name because I want to be called Car Dad. I like that name, Car Dad. Hey, Car Dad.
I
Car Poppy.
Pops is fine. Pops. Ray.
Car Poppy.
Car Poppy.
All right, there we go.
More like Car Poopy.
All right. Also, you can see it states that it expires on June 12th. What does this mean? I'm assuming that if I place the order before June 12th, the dealer will have to honor the deal. However, after June 12th, they do not have to honor the deal. Am I reading this correctly? Where does it say that?
Expires.
The deal sheet is valid until it probably just
Yeah.
means that the dealership can change the numbers.
It's just so if you're interested in the damn car, go in and get a signed buyer's order, give them a deposit so that they'll order the car.
We've got the next question. Can you please make a video on out-of-state purchases? Yeah, we have a guide. If you Google search long distance purchase, your auto advocate, that'll pop up. Since many dealers keep saying that they are not responsible for collecting tax on the purchase, this is what the dealer replied to the email when I tried getting the OTD price. If it is cash, I do not collect the Iowa taxes. You would pay that there when you get your plates.
That is
I would
correct.
I would be at this price, total OTD cash price. This dealer is in Wisconsin. I am in Iowa.
Yeah.
I mean, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
But some dealers
if you're
can
paying
run
cash,
it.
when all the dealerships I worked at, if you were paying cash,
Yeah.
we did not collect any sales tax.
Yeah.
That was your responsibility once you went to register the car. If you're financing it, then most banks require that the dealer do the motor vehicle work so that the bank can be assured that there's a lien placed on the title.
Yeah.
So at that point, then they'd have to collect the tax.
Got it. Lastly, I've attached a make of Subaru Crosstrek that I would like. Which one is the invoice price? Is it $29,045 or $27,995? Without looking at it, I'm going to think it's going to be the $27,995, but let's see.
Yeah, wouldn't it normally be the lower number?
Well,
no, that's the
That's
base
the
MSRP,
MSRP.
and then there's the freight. So it's 29. It's not. That's not the invoice. That's
yeah,
the
this
MSRP.
is not the invoice. This is just the MSRP.
Yeah.
The MSRP, I like how they've done this, though. Base MSRP. The MSRP is plus
destination. And
destination. Yeah.
and
So
deliveries.
neither of these are the invoice price.
Yeah.
The invoice on that's actually probably going to be like 28 something or like 28. They don't have a lot of gross built into them. Thanks in advance for everything you were doing. Really appreciate your dad and your banter on YouTube. Smash that like button.
Yes. If you're from the South, smash it. If you're from anywhere else, smash the son of a gun.
Those are really good questions from Neil.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing orders right now, so thanks for going through that, Pops. Timestamp on that's around 6 to 10 minutes into this video. It's really, really good stuff. So
Okay.
we'll get some people to
We
hopefully.
did good stuff.
That was really good.
Okay.
It's from our dear friend Ken.
Okay.
Hi, Zach and Ray. Thank you, guys. Our BMW 4 Series arrived yesterday, and it is magnificent. I attached a photo. License plate mass. It is just
Okay.
special. Let's take a quick peek.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, when are we going for a drive? When are we going for a spin? You know, the good news, Ken, is that the sunburn that's on the top of my head is just about done peeling. So I think I'd probably wear a hat this time, but
I would
I'd be
hope you
more
would.
than happy to go for a ride.
I hope you
Yeah.
would. Russell
Yeah.
wants to know where the finance goddess is. Taking a live stream off. That is
Yeah.
A-okay. Hopefully
Yeah.
we'll see Kimberly this weekend, but definitely next week.
Yep.
All right, so let's see what Ken has to say.
You know, some Yah folks actually have a life outside of Yah,
No, I mean,
and
that's
you know,
what-
they don't have to be here all the time.
no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Your advice came
Except
in.
I have to be here all the time. You know, that breeze feels really good.
Your advice came in super handy again. Before we left for the dealership, my wife and I talked about the different packages that they were likely to offer us. VSC, gap insurance, maintenance, tire and wheel, etc. That way we could decide on our own what we wanted, i.e. none of them. Proud of you, Ken. When the finance manager pulled out the menu, we were prepared. They started talking about the cost of the tire and wheel plan using a monthly payment price.
Of course.
I just brought out my phone and figured out what they wanted to charge, $1,800. I had already looked up the actual cost and I could buy it a whole set of tires and at least one wheel for that price. Nope. Surprisingly, there was one option we hadn't expected them to offer. It was he called it ceramic coating.
Yeah, it's a paint protection.
We asked for a pamphlet in the contract, which he produced without a fuss. Nice.
Yes.
Turns out that the word ceramic never shows up in the literature. When you stripped it down, it was just paint and interior insurance plan. Also, nope. So thank you again. We saved thousands of dollars, and we felt so much more informed and empowered because of what you have brought to the world. Our success is also your success. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And what I brought to the world with
A stamp of approval.
was, besides the stamp of approval, with my late wife Suzanne, was these two lovely children that I have, Zach and Dara. Those are the real things that I brought to the world. Those are the most important things that I brought to the world. But if with Zach's help we can help people level the playing field when it comes
Save
to
money.
buying,
Just
save money, make sure they're not taking advantage of, then you know that's a bonus.
Yeah, it's empowerment about everything about your car. So that's awesome, Ken. Congrats.
And I'm looking forward to that ride.
Nice job, Car Poppy.
Poopy.
Dad, I'm not going to Car Poopy.
Yeah, I like that car poopy.
Honestly, all right. How long until we see like a commercial on TV? Because there's like Car Now, there's Carvana, there's
Car Wow.
Car Wow,
Yeah.
Car Jojo was an old company.
Yeah.
Car Poopy.
Car poopy.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I might have to see if that domain name's available.
Yeah. Carpoopy.com.
Call 855-587-2886. Car Poopy.
Yeah, I like that. Car Poopy.
Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, what you think about Car Poopy.
Thanks, Car
You know,
Poppy.
we're standing on the precipice of
questions.
Car Poopy.
Jeff says, Zach, no questions, just a comment.
Okay.
Thank you for what you and your dad are doing for us car buyers. Aside from the valuable information, it is entertaining to see the interaction and immaturity between you and your dad and the terrific business you are building together. Please enjoy and savor these.
Mature, and I'm so thankful it's you.
Thank you for that, Jeff.
Yes.
It's an incredible.
Yes.
It's incredible what we're doing.
Yes, because my son would have never come up with Car Poopy.
Boravelli says, oh, this is Harsha, excuse me. Harsha says, hi, Ray, Zach.
Yeah.
I'm interested in buying a Mazda CX-5 2021, and one of the dealers in another state has one in stock and has been in the lot for 235 days based on the report generated in Yeah.
Wow.
How much can I negotiate on the price? Also, mileage on the report shows 72. That might be wrong. I bet you at 235 days, someone's been driving it, but that's just my guess.
Could be.
At what miles can the car be considered used? Here's a picture of the report. Do you want to comment on the used comment?
The car would be considered used once it's been titled, and not before.
Yep.
And the dealer will stand on that, well, forever, because the state would say, it's not a used car. It might have miles. It might be a demo. It might be a demonstrator. But it's still a new car because the first person that's buying it is you.
Exactly.
So
we've talked a lot about, if there's 1,000 miles on it, look at what the U.S. government says each mile costs, 50 cents.
50-some cents a mile.
All right, so there's $500.
Yeah, I mean, just because you as the customer say, well, if it has more than 10 miles on it, I consider it a used car. You can consider it whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
I love Alex's comment in the chat.
What?
Good chatting with you via email earlier about the new membership. You should give an update on it and what's up, Master Car Poopy.
Poopy. I like that.
This is terrible. This is beautiful. I meant the word beautiful. Terrible came out, but beautiful was the word in my head.
Thank you.
My hair looks good
I
today.
mean,
I had a good hair.
I mean,
day.
just it's your hair. I need a haircut, but your hair looks really good.
Yeah.
But I can, you can almost envision, what the character could be for Car Poopy.
Yeah.
In the ads. I mean, you could just see a car going down the street with, I don't know, a pile of Car Poopy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is good.
Yeah, it'd be really clever.
This is great.
Yeah.
What segment of the market are we gonna associate with?
Anybody that has newborns. They know all about car poopy.
Alex did mention
they get poopy everywhere.
Okay, we got to answer. Harsha wants to know how much can I negotiate on the price. We will hit on that in just 1 second.
Yeah.
The new membership that Alex mentioned, we're testing out, not testing out, but we sent out a small email, so not everyone received
a
it.
Small email sampling.
For our annual membership. So we've got repair advocacy that's going to be coming soon.
Yes.
Sometime likely next month, but it could be the following. And that's going to be on call and on, via email as well, claims adjusters that you can have access to. So when you get a repair order and you've got questions, hey, are the parts prices fair? Is this even service?
Yeah, rather than depending on the dealership that's giving you the quote
or the
believing what
independent
they're
shop,
saying, you could have an independent source go, well, that seems a little high, or that price seems reasonable.
So that'll be on call, and then the community stuff that we're working on, that'll also be a part of the annual. Of course, then you can run as many market price reports as you want. Black book
and
valuation.
What's that other thing, that forum that's coming up?
Yeah, that's
in 3 years or 3 months or
less.
Yeah,
no, it's exciting. It's exciting. So everyone stay tuned, and thank you to everyone that's already shown an interest, and that means a lot. Back to
yes. How much can you?
Harsha. We've seen a lot of invoices. I've seen a lot of invoices from all the console calls I do.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of margin built into the CX-5s. It's like $1,500.
Yeah, the whatever spread there seems to be coming in manufacturer to dealer money, and I don't know how big that would be at the time. But if there are some miles on it, and if the car truly has been in their lot or on their lot for 235 days, they should have a greater desire to get rid of that car than one that's been there, say, 3 days. Now, having said that, if they have no cars, if they're one of those situations where they normally would have 100 cars in stock and they presently have 20, then they don't care how many days that car's been sitting on the lot because they've only got 20 cars to sell. So
likely
there's a lot of factors that are going to play into this.
So how much can you negotiate?
I would think you should be able to negotiate something. If you get if you could get a few $100s off.
Get the dock fee removed.
Yeah, get any dealer installed accessories that you didn't ask for removed if they're
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
things
then
like that.
and then start with asking them for the OTD.
Yes.
Start there.
Yeah, always start with an out the door price because that's the only price that matters.
Russell,
Yes.
who's in the building tonight. Thanks for being here. Hello, Ray and Zach. My question is, I have, if I remember correctly, a charge-off on my credit report for a vehicle that I tried to return to the dealership after 4,800 miles.
Yeah.
They refused, and it was sold at auction at a really good price. How
Yeah.
long will that stay on my report? Keep up the great work, crew, and I'll be watching tonight.
I believe
Russ.
7 years.
Really? What is a charge-off?
A charge-off is that you just can't decide that after 4,800 miles that you're just taking the car back and the bank isn't going to want their money and you can just stop making payments. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So if that's what you did, and so what you'd really end up having is a repossession, although it would be a voluntary repossession because you voluntarily returned the car, then it's going to stay on your credit report as long as those things stay on your credit report. Typically a bankruptcy will stay on your credit report for 7 years. I don't really know how long a charge-off might stay. It could stay on there forever.
Gotcha.
Banks kind of don't like it when you just return a car
Yeah.
and stop making payments.
Mike Dean says,
Yeah.
had a couple members, Mike's at a credit union,
Yes.
who had originally been slightly upside down on deals a few months ago, sell their vehicles at break even this week. Never thought I'd see this market.
Well,
Mike's on the front lines of this.
yes, and Mike, as you well know, cars are not supposed to be an appreciating asset. We joke that had we known what we know now, we would have put
all of our money
in vans. Back
Mercedes
last April.
Sprinter vans are up 118% year over year.
Yes, so I'm pretty sure that Dow isn't returning 118% a year. So if we were smart, we would have.
This isn't even returning.
Yeah. I mean, we would have taken all our money and we would have just bought Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans, parked them somewhere, and sold them this year, and we would have more than doubled our money. But that's not normal.
And then Chris is asking the question, how are banks dealing with these dealers marking up their cars? I wouldn't even say it's so much the dealers marking up the cars. It's the fact that people are willing to buy them.
Yes.
And you know what it is? And you correct me if I'm wrong here, Dad, but we see it in the data. Amount of money down at the time of signing.
Is going
Going
way up.
It's the only way to make it work.
Yes.
'Cause
And
the
the average loan amount has gone up quite a bit.
Yep.
So between the loan amount going up and the amount of cash that the banks are looking for down, it's just going to make it harder and harder.
Next email, Pops.
Yes.
Tony, my question. I just bought a car, and this is the first time I am using a key fob. I have two, but let's say I lose both. Can a locksmith make a duplicate without the original?
He
How do
cannot.
they do this? This is why. What is it like? Key fob replacement coverage is like $500, but it could be worth it.
Yeah, key fobs are expensive.
I know.
Now, that's not to say, for instance, I have a key fob we have a proximity key for the Mini.
Yep.
Where if you have the key on you, you can just push a button and it'll unlock all the doors.
Yep.
If you lose that, or if the battery goes dead in that fob, and so the proximity key won't work, there's actually a little button you can press, and the key will pop out.
Yeah,
You
and
can
then there's
pull
a
the key out,
manual way
so
to
you
get
can,
it. Yep.
You can manually unlock the doors that way. But no, a locksmith can't.
You have to go
make
back
you
to
a-
the manufacturer.
Yes.
Oh, and
You have to prove you're the owner, because they're
Yeah.
not just making key fobs and keys for anybody that says, "Oh, I lost my key fob."
Yeah. Two things.
Yes.
I know Tony, thank you. Tony recently bought his VSC through us, which is
Okay.
awesome.
Yes.
So we got
Thank
that part
you.
covered. Thank you for that,
Yes.
Tony. The other thing I want to mention is my damn moped today.
Yeah.
The battery wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And I had to use the foot pump to
Yeah.
actually start it up.
Yeah.
It's the same concept.
Yes.
When the electric doesn't work on your key fob or whatever the hell it is,
Yeah.
you've got these manual ways. They're hidden, but you can get into the vehicle
Yeah,
still.
yeah. You find that useful in helping to build up your calf muscles?
No, I think running is more of
Oh, okay. Just curious.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Alex,
Yeah.
Alaska Sound Guy, thanks for being here. Morning, Zach. I have a request that every time someone smashes that like button, Ray has to say Ray smashed. Let's see what he thinks of that. Or can do what the Oregon Ducks mascot does, push-ups for every. I like the push-ups
Zach
for
can
every.
do the push-ups.
You can do the push-ups.
I mean, what, do you want me dead? You know that'll kill me.
Do you have
You need Keyman insurance in case anything happens to me, buddy.
do you have life insurance?
Huh? No, I don't. No.
Got it.
Yeah.
Tony says, so if you're locked out of your car, I would know.
No.
No, I don't want you dead.
But you know what? Anytime somebody smashes the like button, I could say, car poopy.
Okay. Tony says, so if you're locked out of your car without the key fob, no way to get in. No, they all have manual backups. They all do. Because you have to have a way.
Yeah, but if you don't have the key, that's inside the key fob.
Let me grab your mini. Give me one second.
Okay. Boy, Zach's going to grab my key.
Why'd you say it like that?
Yeah. See that little button?
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, here. Zach's going to demonstrate.
So here's the key.
Yeah. There's the fob.
There's the fob, and
Yeah.
there's this little button. Son of a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that working for you?
It's working great.
Well, yeah.
And there's the key.
If you stop pulling where the button is, yeah.
I never know what to pull or what to push.
Oy. At your age, you should know already. Maybe that's why you're single.
I put it in backwards.
Oi! Oh my God!
I got it in that time, all the
Yeah.
way. All right, I'm done with the.
I'll be good.
All right.
It is so hard. You know what I say? Car poopy.
Evan Strong.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach. First off, I want to thank you and Papa Shevska for
Yeah.
all the information and insight. Close.
Yeah.
You provide to the YA community. Keep up the great work. I have a question about purchasing a used car from a dealership that is 3 hours away. We haven't talked about pre-purchase inspections tonight, but maybe this is the first opportunity. What conversation should be had before taking the time to drive to the dealership, and what should you wait to discuss until you're at the dealership, i.e. OTD, trade-in, financing, etc.? Respectfully, Evan.
Well, if it's a used car, Evan, you would want to get a pre-purchase inspection done prior. And
traveling. Even prior to the pre-purchase inspection, negotiate the OTD.
Yeah.
Right?
You want to negotiate your price.
So that's actually So it's like, find the vehicle you want.
Yeah.
Contact dealership.
Yes.
Confirm it's there.
Yes.
Negotiate.
Yes.
Out the door price.
Get an agreement on price contingent upon it passing a pre-purchase inspection.
Then pre-purchase inspection.
Yes, but you have to give them the deposit to hold the car while you're having the pre-purchase inspection done.
Yep.
And make sure that if it doesn't pass the pre-purchase inspection, that the deposit is refundable.
And then after the pre-purchase inspection, more negotiation based on what you found from the pre-purchase inspection.
Kind of like a home inspection.
Then maybe you're going there, but you're coming in with your pre-approval, and then you can talk financing when you're there.
Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Nice.
My God, you could have a future at this.
You've taught me well.
Well, I don't know.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Hi, Zach and Ray. I'd like to know what you guys think of this deal. I'm looking for a 2022 Hyundai Tucson and have a code to use the Hyundai Vendors Dealer Plan A.
Okay.
Likely, we're going to say this is a good deal in this market, but let's see.
If the dealer will even honor it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is invoice plus freight plus advertising minus 3% of MSRP minus 250 Hyundai Circle Cash minus any other incentives. On one vehicle, I'm looking at MSRP is 32,489, invoice 31,366.
Yeah.
Comes out to 30,646 before any other incentives. But I'm wondering if this is the way to go versus trying to negotiate the normal way.
Well, the normal way is they're probably not going to negotiate, and they very well might not be willing to negotiate or honor this type of plan if there's a real severe shortage of vehicles. But if they are willing to honor it, that's certainly the easiest way to go, because most dealers aren't going to want to negotiate at all. Most dealers are going to want to add an additional dealer market or an inventory adjustment markup or whatever it is that they want to call it for the inventory shortages.
Yep. Also, about the Circle Plan, their website shows dealer inventory based on zip code. You have to select a vehicle from that list because that VIN number will be on the certificate to get this price, and it's only good for one use.
Okay.
It says if the vehicle is no longer available, the dealer can help locate one to use the certificate. My local dealers do not have the color option I want. I've been looking at the list for neighboring states. Would I do better to use the local dealer and make them locate and get one, or travel to another state to buy from that dealer myself?
Well, if the local dealer has to locate it and go get it, there's going to be a charge for that, because they're going to have extra cost to transport that vehicle to their dealership. So you're probably better off going through the local dealer rather than having to schlep wherever you might find the car.
Yep.
But that's just me. It's whatever makes you comfortable.
Well, and also it's a little bit more hassle having to go out to like the out-of-state dealership,
yeah.
and maybe you pay for that convenience.
And maybe, just maybe, in such a market like this where there's a shortage of cars, you become a bit more open to other colors.
Well, but if you can get someone to honor it, if you can get someone to honor the price and they've got, find your unicorn, find your perfect one.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you didn't have something like that,
but if the
definitely
dealer doesn't have it and they have to go locate it, the real difficulty is even if you try to locate it, the other dealer might not be willing to trade it to you if you don't have what they want.
So you could end up having to contact them.
Yeah.
Bruce, I know you're here on the live stream, so I hope that's helpful for you.
I think I might sneeze.
Okay, that's fine. Justin sent in a lengthy note here, so I'm gonna get reading. Okay. Hi, Yacht Team. I've been working on some estimates for a new electric car for my family and need an experienced set of eyes to help me interpret a table from Oregon's Department of Transportation's registration fee table.
That wouldn't be us.
Yeah, we'll send it off to someone else, don't we? Additionally, this might be a place where you need to check your code calculations for the OTD calculator. Yeah, but we did just update the tax data, so that should now. Skylar is still at work and on the stream.
Oh my God, Skylar.
Thank you for being on the stream, Skylar.
Yeah.
Skylar works at a Ford dealership.
Bruce, it's only around 4 hours away, so that's 4 hours there and 4 hours back. That's 8 hours, plus however many hours you end up spending at the dealership after they get you there. And
Nice.
I'm just not that I know
below
what dealers might do.
Below is a screenshot of the registration fee table.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really want to read through all of this.
These
fees are due when the vehicle has no Oregon plate. Okay, let's see. When reading the table, I come up with two. Oh man, Justin.
Well, here can I just make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Either call or email the Department of Motor Vehicles when it comes to registrations for the state of Oregon and ask them.
Yeah, because this stuff is complex.
Yeah, you to ask us, and I've never even set foot in Oregon, not even once. So I have no idea. And if there's two separate things and you can't figure out which one it is, the state would know. I would contact the state.
I mean, this is
directly.
a fantastic question. It's just I don't think we're qualified to be able to provide like a substantive answer here. We'd be doing the same exact research you're doing.
Yes.
So I'm sorry that we can't be too helpful here. I wish we could.
But
do more.
I would,
So you're saying contact the state?
Call motor vehicle. Ask them. You might actually get a human being on the other end of the line.
Wow.
Could take time. But and then you explain the situation.
Yeah.
And could you please tell me what the registration would be?
Not such a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. We've got an email from someone named Melissa M. #New England Masshole.
Yes.
New member, you think?
I know, Melissa. I may I say before.
Thank you again for the birthday gift to my dad.
Well, thank you for that. But may I say, I didn't watch the hockey playoffs, but I was disappointed when I saw that the Islanders won last night 6-2 and won the series and eliminated your beloved Bruins. My beloved Flyers didn't even make it into the playoffs, so I was pulling as hard as it is for somebody with Philadelphia roots to ever pull for a Boston sports team. I was pulling for your Bruins to win. I am sorry they did not.
Bruce is saying I could sell his car to the Carvana in their city, then Uber over to the dealership. That is not such a bad idea.
Okay. Well, then, now you're starting to figure out ways for it to make more sense. And if I remember correctly, Bruce, that Carvana's offer was significantly higher than anybody else's, and you were going to have to drive 140 miles to get to their closest point where they would be willing to come and pick it up. So this might make the most sense for you then.
Got it.
It's not that hard.
I was just checking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next email.
If you just pull the key part, not the neck.
Well, that's what I...
Yeah, no, I know what you were doing.
But I struggle.
You do.
With...
Yeah. It's why you're single today.
From Melissa. Did Mom tell you about that? Yeah, okay. All right. Back to... honestly, I wish I knew how to write a quick email. It's okay, Melissa. We do too, but we like it. In need of a refresh with reality of upcoming vehicle purchase. Okay. So Melissa's been trying to buy a car for 8 months.
It seems like forever.
A long time.
Yeah.
But we're here to help.
Yeah.
Build date.
Was last month. Okay.
Departure from Japan. 5/18. East Coast arrival. 6/15.
Okay.
2 to 3 weeks from port to the Vermont dealership. Roughly a July 6th purchase date.
Okay. Do we have any idea what port it comes into? Does it come into Port Baltimore?
Probably. That's where a lot of the East Coast.
That's where a lot of cars come in, but
let's ask.
Yeah.
If you know, Melissa. When allocation received in April was informed August was the earliest to anticipate my RAV4 Prime XSE. Dealership has been nothing short of amazing delivering on their word, something I never imagined saying after a 4-month blank show with the Massachusetts dealership.
Yeah.
Patience and persistence paying off in the midst of the
I think Melissa would agree that the name could be car poopy.
Began vehicle search 8 months ago. Yeah, there you go, 8 months ago. Today, with under a month for my unicorn to come to life, panic mode is set in. 6 months of videos, live streams, deal school calls, emails. That could be in part why the panic's setting in.
Yeah.
Too much us.
Yeah.
Our family feels similar about that, I think, as
well.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
What if all the knowledge tools and confidence go blank when the day arrives? It won't. It's by far, I think by far number one fear, and head is spinning in preparation for the anticipated day. I made out great on the trade-in 3 months ago. I'll do the support advice from Ya. Now I want to ensure repeat success, walking away feeling equally confident upon and after purchase. With all the changes in the auto world from where I began the process in October of last year to where the insane market is today, can you put on the Pops and Zach Superman suits and provide some key words of wisdom as I prepare to tackle the pending purchase? I'll be reaching out to schedule a one-to-one consult, looking for pre-purchase reassurance to help confirm I have all my ducks in a row, to hopefully avoid getting caught off guard. Least amount of confidence revolves around VSC. Being in Massachusetts without the option to purchase VSC through your auto advocate, I want to make sure I am armed with a concrete understanding and quote to survive the F&I process. Kimberly Klein can feel free to throw on her Superwoman suit anytime soon, as she's top on my list of must talk to. F&I roleplay video with Kimberly last week was great, and I'm not sure if all fares well as Pops with his 43 years of experience, especially if I'm up against a strong F&I manager like Kimberly. She could easily sell me invisible air I breathe with her expertise. If there's any video streams, articles you suggest I rewatch beforehand, refresh on all ears. Again, my true heartfelt appreciation to all you, both team and community. It's not easy to win over a masshole, but somehow falling upon one video on YouTube in January did the trick. A genuine love and appreciation for your dedication and hard work in developing a mission to change/help consumers during the buying process in the auto world. Forever grateful, Melissa. So Pops, to summarize, thank you for that, Melissa, very much. What do we need, like that refresher before you're going into the dealership? What's most important to kind of remember on that day you're taking delivery?
Well, make sure before the car gets in that the conversation you have with your salesperson before the vehicle gets in is to remind them that you don't want them to put anything on the car other than what you agreed upon when you asked them to locate or get the car or order the car for you. So if that dealership normally installs low jack or window tint or ceramic paint protection, remind them not to have any of that installed on a special order car. That's number one. Number two, you can listen to the pitch from the F&I person. Just remember 2 key words. Okay, and maybe it's more than 2. I'm not sure. What is the price? Not what is the payment for it. What is the price for it. So if there is some interest in tire and wheel, not how much does it add to the payment, how much are you charging me specifically for the tire and wheel protection? How much are you charging me specifically for the maintenance? How much are you charging me specifically for the vehicle service contract? Not how much is it adding to the payment, how much is the specific price for each item. And if those prices seem high, and they should because they are, say, oh, well, that seems a tad bit high. Well, and they're going to say, well, what do you mean? Well, I've done a little bit of research, and I found that tire and wheel normally runs X. Pick a number. I don't care what number you pick, Melissa. Just pick a number. If their number's $1,400, pick the number. Most places I've seen it, it's been around $700. We can't do it for $700. Yeah, well, how much less than that $1,400 can you?
Well, I guess the one other thing I would also add in is the only reason to buy those things on that day in that moment is if you want to roll them into your loan. Otherwise, everyone and their brother will happily sell you those things the next day.
And you can...
and you also can say no.
And you know what the beautiful thing is? You could actually call other dealerships prior to going in to pick up your car and say, if I were interested in tire and wheel...
This is what we recommend in California, Florida, and Massachusetts?
Yeah, if I were interested in tire and wheel, what would you charge me?
For this VIN?
Yeah. If I was interested in a VSC, what would you charge me? So you call competing dealerships so that you can say, well, your competitor down the street's willing to sell it to me for X. Why do you want so much more than they do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And when it's time, I'll give you my cell phone number. You can text me any questions you have, and I'll walk you through it.
That's
How about
nice.
that?
You send Pop's birthday gifts. You get on the short list.
It's a very short list.
It's like me, Dara, and now Melissa.
Well, I haven't given it to her yet.
John Lynham's in the house. John, thanks for being here.
And I can't give it to her over the live stream.
No, but I think you'd get it. Yeah, once this goes live on the
Yes, but so if you're at the dealership and you're having an issue, unless Zach has me filming videos or doing a live stream, and if I know it's you, I'll actually answer the phone.
Mike Dean with an interesting question. Would any of you be willing to share what interest rate you're paying on your current vehicle loan? Just curious. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Let's all share it. That'd be really interesting to see.
And can I ask Mike a question?
Yeah.
Mike, are we seeing an increase in the interest rates moving forward? What is an average rate today compared to what it was, say, 30 or 60 days ago? Because I know, one of the big concerns right now is inflation. And, I know mortgage rates have gone up. So I'm assuming that car loan rates are going up. Not the ones that are the subvented rates like 0% that Tony was able to. So I'd be curious about that.
Two things. Tony says, when I was at the dealer last weekend, they wanted to charge me $3,800 for the VSC. You guys came in way under that. Yeah,
yes.
Hugely. Vinny from Philly says, still seeing a lot of people saying that they have sold their leased car to Carvana.
Mm-hmm.
I was under the impression that you had to buy the vehicle at the end of the lease and then you could sell it.
Well, in some cases, some of the manufacturers, captive lenders, are quoting a much higher lease payoff to a third party than they are to the original.
But you can always buy it out and then sell it. Yeah. Mike Dean says, not right now. Banks and credit unions are trying to push this stimulus money out. So there you go, Pops.
Cool.
Thanks for that, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, Pops. Richard says, hi, team.
Yeah.
Is it a good idea to apply cashback $1,000 to lower the price for lease or call manufacturer to get $1,000?
I'm confused.
I'm confused as well.
Is it a good idea to apply? Well, yeah, I would apply the. You could use it to lower the selling price of the car, which lowers the payment. So if it's $1,000, it's going to lower the payment about $30.
There you go. Wilson, can an auto broker help me get a better deal in today's market?
Maybe not. Probably not.
No.
But they can do all the legwork.
Yeah. Wilson, you're paying for the convenience at that point.
Yeah.
Next question. Alex, Hello, Zach. I missed the first half of last week's live stream, so I'm not sure if you got to my question. We probably did. But I wanted to know, when is it the best time to ask for the PPI? I'm trying to work out then the test drive. So, yes, you want to ask for the PPI after.
You've agreed to a price. So make the price that you've agreed to contingent on the pre-purchase inspection.
P.S. I'm trying to watch all of your videos chronologically. So this is one of the things that we're setting up in the community.
Yeah.
Is you'll actually, we put out too much content. We are aware of that.
We do?
It's a lot. It's a lot. People just want chronological, all right, I'm buying a car. Here are the steps I have to go through. Or I'm leasing a car. Here's the steps I'm going through. Or I want to sell my car. Here are the steps. So part of what we're doing is organizing and essentially auditing all that. So in the community, it'll be pinned in the car buying group or pinned in the car
But there's
selling
no
group.
way to do that on YouTube?
There is, but we've gotten it so disorganized
Yeah.
that it's just going to be easier to do it in the
Gotcha.
community. Yeah. But thank you for doing that. Ray goes outside of his normal voice range, has me cracking up every time. I honestly think he could do some voice work. Go out of your voice range. Go out of your voice range.
Car poopy. What do I have to do to do that? It would, because somebody once told me I had the perfect face for radio. So, if I could do voiceovers, I'd do that. I don't know why anybody pay me, but
This is true.
yeah.
All right, here we go. This is from Rohit.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach, I'm looking at dealers out of state to buy a new Mazda CX-30.
Yes.
In regards to the negotiation process, would you suggest how I can negotiate remotely and complete the buying process? Emails, OTD quotes, etc. Also, would you specify a fixed budget and ask the dealers to meet that target? A good strategy? No. Right?
You could try.
Yeah, but
you just...
All right, it's up to you.
Yeah,
I say no because we've spent
Yeah.
the past 18 months saying OTD, but
Yeah, well, I mean, you want to establish an out-the-door price, and you have to have some idea as to what things translate into. Let's say you have $33,000 that you've budgeted for a vehicle, okay? And in today's world, with the price of vehicles, you probably, if you can get a car at MSRP, you're doing well. So let's say the car is $30,000. Typically, fees add about 10%. So that would put you at your $33,000. Now, if your budget's $33,000 and there's a short supply of cars, don't be looking at $40,000 cars and say, gee, my out-the-door budget's $33,000. Because they're going to go, well, that's great. You're at the wrong place. So you have to have some basic understanding as to what it all translates into.
and that's why I think I say no, because don't even put any numbers out yet.
You have to. You as a
I know.
consumer have to know.
But the reason I'm saying this is because you might think the Mazda CX-30, hopefully, my fingers are crossed here that Rohit is educated enough from being a part of YA that he knows that the number he's seeing on cars.com is not actually the price.
No.
But getting the OTD immediately reframes expectations, because if it's my Mazda CX-30 and now with tags and the add-ons they have, now it went from 32,000 to 38,000.
Yes.
Getting that baseline is the best way to begin to understand. Okay,
Yeah,
where am I gonna push back?
I would prefer that you don't say, hey, here's my budget.
Yeah.
Because they'll figure out a way to make something fit into that budget, and it might be a car that would have been much lower than what your budgeted amount had been.
Exactly. That's when you start to get into different trim levels, or we have this one on the lot.
Yes.
Next thing you know, you're looking at this worksheet. You don't really know how to read it, and it's oh, but the price is what I wanted. So that's why I say
it's just not the car you wanted.
Yeah. Oh man, and you've shared stories with me, and it's painful, but people end up leasing cars, they didn't even realize it.
Well, not for me.
No,
but from
not
other
from
dealers.
That is a thing that happens.
Yes. Yeah.
People lease cars to
And
get
they
to
go,
a payment.
well, no, I thought I bought it. Well, yeah, well.
That's what happens when you talk about budget. Oh, we can fit you to a budget.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's why I say OTD.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention, Tony says, hey, any advice on how to get the best car insurance? This is another reason why we want to set up the community, so that we can have an insurance area where people, because I don't think either of us are experts on how to get the best auto insurance.
You
Shop quotes.
Yeah, and here's the thing you have to realize is that the insurance industry tracks that. So they know how often you're looking to get insurance quotes, and they use that to impact the quotes that they give you. And your rates that you get quoted will actually be higher because they know you're shopping.
My moped just putting it out there.
Yeah.
$75 a year.
Pop, when did you take Zach off your family? I haven't.
I'm on your auto insurance?
Well, let me ask you, how do you think you get to drive my car?
I never thought about it.
Yeah. How do you think your sister gets to drive the car she drives? It's on my insurance. You're listed
Should I
on
pay you for that?
You're listed on the policy.
Should I pay you?
Should you? I don't know. You haven't offered to pay part of the lease payment. So, I don't know. Should you? Probably not at this point.
Thanks.
I mean,
Should you?
Yeah.
Probably not. Okay.
I can't believe you would ask that question. You should just offer. If I raised you, right, you would have just offered.
All right. In regards to the OTD price negotiation, is this a good leverage? I would use their financing if my budget OTD is met.
You can always suggest to them, let them know that you can let them know that you're pre-approved through your credit union or whatever, but that you would possibly use their financing if it made sense or got you a better deal.
For new car, which has been on sale for about 200 days, when's the best time to add this date into my negotiations? Do I start with it or as a last resort?
Start with getting an out-the-door quote.
Then bring up
everything else. Well, if you use the email templates, you'll see in the email templates where it says, I might have already arranged for my own financing, but if your offer with your financing was compelling enough, I might be interested in that. So you always want to present them with the option that they could end up being your financing source, because that's where they can make extra money. So you don't want to take that away from them completely.
Yep.
You want them to think that possibility exists.
Quick question for you. We've got 5 more emails left, about 10, maybe 15 more minutes on the members only stream.
Yeah.
Anyone mind if I open this up public so we can haze non-members into potentially I hate that word haze, but we can maybe convince some non-members to
coerce.
Give me 1 second. Gonna click the edit button. Gonna scroll down here, change it from unlisted to public, save.
So now the public can hear that we're going to change the name to Carpoopy.
We're not. You're a family advocate. There you go.
Yeah.
Tony wants to know, without giving away your address, where are you guys located in AZ? Easy. We're not.
Yeah, we're in Ventnor, New Jersey.
Yes. And honestly, at this point, if someone wanted to know where we live, they could figure it out.
I don't think it's that hard.
Yeah, you can figure out where we live.
I'm pretty sure if you check my Instagram, there's pictures in front of the sign for the building. So if you all want to come and do whatever it is that you want to do to me,
Please don't do that.
Yeah, please don't. It'll scare the car poopy out of the staff at the front desk.
This is from Christopher. Zach and Ray, thank you for your videos and site. They are fantastic. Thank you.
Yes.
I have more of a comment than a question. I've been trying to buy a Toyota RAV4 XLE hybrid, you and Melissa as well, for 2 months. Had a deposit on one for over a month. The dealership told me yesterday they cannot get it due to refunding, and they are refunding my deposit. I think they actually sold to someone else for a bigger profit. I put a deposit down on another one today at another dealership. They said it should arrive in a month.
Okay.
This is the perfect opportunity to sign the buyer's
yes, get a buyer's order. And here's the other thing. If you put a deposit on a vehicle that's being built, as soon as the VIN has been applied to the car, get it from the dealer. The dealer knows what the VIN number is. And that was one of the things that we used to do at the mini store for customers was, once the car went into production and we had a VIN number, we would share the VIN number with them. And we would share the boat that it was going to be on with them.
And it sounds like, for example, the dealership in Vermont that Melissa's working with, they're being proactive.
Yes, which is what you should be.
I agree.
Because here's the real key. If you're a dealer,
the
real key with the button that the real key if you're a dealer is this situation is not going to last forever. And so at a certain point, you're going to have to get back to, I don't know, taking care of the customer the way a customer should be taken care of. And if that means keeping them informed every step of the way when they order a car, then you keep them informed. You be proactive. You don't make the customer call you and go, gee, what's going on with my car? You send them an update every week. As you get information, you share it with them. And so that's for that for salespeople that have taken the. Be proactive. Keep your customers informed as to where they are on every step of the process. Don't make them call you.
Love it.
Don't do it.
From Joe Pops.
From Joe Pops.
Hi, Zach. Here's our deal to rate. After a few emails and quick call, we had it down to $5,000 off MSRP. I had already secured my own lending, but then after an in-person discussion calling up the healthy admin fee compared to other dealers and VIP accessories attached image, which wasn't of value to us, we got to $76,000 out the door, so $6,253 off MSRP. Thank you for your great videos and service. I definitely felt like I was able to play offense for most of the process, and that was all because of the great information you, going to give the props to Pops here, provided. We will be purchasing a service contract from you in the near future. Oh, thank you, Joe. Long story below, I'm a fan of your channel and was not excited to have to buy a car in this market. I've been working remote over a year now and sold our other car after seeing the value jumping late last year. Maybe a bit too soon. It's okay.
Better to sell a bit too soon than a bit too late.
My wife and I went for our first date night since COVID. That's awesome. The night ended poorly when a kid ran a stop sign. Oh, we were T-boned. No injuries. Yeah. Okay, let me make sure there's no PII on this so that we can take a peek at it. Nice, we got the paperwork here. Let me see if I can zoom in a way that doesn't make us all nauseous. So we've got a 2021 Infiniti QX80, $69,171.
And then there's the $649 Infiniti Advantage.
All right, so let's see here. Administrative service fee, $600.
Yeah.
Sales tax. So it's hard because we don't know the MSRP, but if you're getting a vehicle under $6,000 under MSRP, like he said he is, that's incredible.
Yeah, then you're doing well.
Then
you're doing better than well.
Well,
wait, go back.
Oh, let me reshare the screen. One second. I know. Bear with me. I'm zooming in.
I'm bearing. Go up.
I'm going.
What's this down here? Oh, that's the sales tax.
Yeah, that's the sales tax right there. Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
That's from Joe.
Okay.
Oh, and we've got the deal worksheet here. Let's see. Can we... So yeah, the MSRP. There you go.
Yeah.
So MSRP is $74,425.
Okay.
That's awesome.
No, you did good, Joe. So you got $5,200 off from the dealer, and you got $1,000 in rebates for a total of $6,200 off. And in today's world, that would be a giant ass Rayshevska stamp of approval.
So
yeah.
Boom.
There it is. Congratulations.
Got a couple things in the live stream. So we have, this is a members only stream.
Yeah.
So we're going through all the emails that folks get Thursday mornings. We answer them live on the show.
Yes.
So we've got a couple things. Ken saying, hey guys, can you make the stream public so people can donate to you? Very thoughtful, Ken. I think if you just refresh now, you should be able to, but someone test it. Mike Dean says, welcome everyone. Please consider joining the community. Have access to the members only streams. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
So excited to get the community forum stuff set up. That'll be huge.
Yes. And it'll
then it won't. The community won't just exist in the live stream chats.
Yeah. No.
It'll be like ongoing.
Yes. It'll be. I
don't know why we didn't do that earlier.
Well, because you can't do everything at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We got 3 more emails, Pops.
Okay.
This is from Jeremy Miller. Jeremy and I talked the other day.
Okay.
Hey, Zach and Ray. Just wanted to say it was a great weight off my mind speaking with you the other day about my truck buying situation. If you will remember, I was having trouble getting all the money for my trade. I could not even get the rough trade-in amount listed on Black Book at $36,000 from the dealer. The dealer offered $31,000. I had looked into CarMax and went and looked into Carvana and Vroom like you suggested. Much to my dismay, they all offered less than the dealership.
Wow.
Carvana was at $29, Vroom at $28. CarMax came in at $31.
Okay.
Should I take the dealer offer, wait for a better offer? Thanks for all your insight. If you're trading in, take the dealer offer, get the sales tax benefit.
Yes. And Ken, stop it.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Ken. And will it continue to escalate in value, appreciate in value? It should. It seems to. Every indication is that we've seen. I mean, when we did the Black Book information this week, the wholesale
19th week of wholesale used car prices
going up a minimum of 1 point every week. So you would think that the value would continue to appreciate, but there's no guarantees.
Yeah. Ken, you know, the orange color here is the similar orange to the 4 Series you just bought. You see that?
Yeah.
Kind of looks
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
We will be down in his neck of the woods
And you
soon.
did get the car at BMW Rockville, did you not, Ken, if I remember correctly?
You used to work for that dealer group.
I did, indeed.
You
I
did
used to
indeed.
handle their lease and portfolio.
There you go.
Yeah.
You might get an email from my dad, Ken.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. They took you out of the system.
Yeah.
Next
Pretty
email
sure.
pops is from Ryan.
Yeah.
How does insurance work with leasing? In Oregon, I know you need liability and collision at least. We'll be signing a new lease soon. I'm wondering if I have to buy the insurance from the dealer.
No, you do
or
not
if I
have to
can
buy
bring
the
it.
insurance from the dealer, but you have to have insurance, and you need higher limits of liability and collision insurance for a lease. I believe the minimum's $300,000 that most lease companies require you to have. That's because you're protecting their asset, not your own. But yeah, you just, I mean, I use Geico insurance. They, just use your insurance company.
Christine Frank's in the building. Welcome, Christine. Thanks for being here. And yes, Ken did buy from Rockville, BMW of Rockville.
Yeah,
Yep.
I did. Yeah, I know those folks.
You do know. I know.
I
those
do
folks.
know those folks.
I was at one of their dealerships getting your mini serviced recently.
You were actually in the old building.
I was at your old office.
Well, yeah, but you were actually in the old BMW of Rockville building before they built the new
Yep.
mausoleum. When we did that study with the fan.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Pops, last email of the night. Members
Okay.
only.
Oh, my
This
God.
is from Chris.
Yeah, it's short.
We'll get through it.
Okay.
I purchased a CPO Chevy Colorado Z71 pickup from your dealership on November 25th, 2016.
Okay.
Well, you've never sold Chevys, so I don't think.
Well,
Okay. During the sales process, I signed a Carfax disclosure form that said there had been one previous owner and no accident history and no airbag deployment. Earlier this week, I was working on a possible trade with another dealership. They asked me if the vehicle had ever been involved in any accidents or had any body work done. I responded that it was in great shape and never had any accident history. They asked for the VIN so they could run a history check.
Yeah.
A short time later, they provided me with a copy of their Carfax report and asked if I knew that it had been involved in 2 accidents and had an airbag deployment. I said that was not possible as it had not had any accidents. They had then pointed out that prior to my ownership and after it had been originally sold by the same dealer, that it had minor front-end accident on January 5th, 2016, and after being sold on 10/28/2015. It then had moderate to severe accident on 5/12/2016, which involved the left front fender. The owner had maintained service at this place. It was then traded to another place. I was told when I asked why the previous owner had traded in such a new truck that the owner decided he wanted a bigger truck. I suspect he wanted to unload the severely wrecked but repaired truck. Subsequently, the vehicle went through the certified inspection process, which involves mechanical as well as body panel inspection. Nothing was noted and nothing was disclosed during my purchase regarding prior body damage. Since the prior owner had all the service done at Jeff Schmidt, I suspect the body work was likely done there as well. I now find this has significantly reduced my trade value by $5,000 to $7,000. Let's hit on a couple things here. People ask us all the time, should I get a pre-purchase inspection done on a CPO vehicle?
And the answer is yes. Yeah.
Other thing is diminished value claim.
Yes.
Google search that or
Yes. And okay, let's assume for a second that the car was repaired at the dealership. Then that would be fraud because they should have told you.
Yeah.
Or you could assume for a second that maybe it wasn't repaired at the dealership and they didn't know.
Yeah.
And they relied on Carfax as well.
But
now,
if they CPO'd
that doesn't mean, that doesn't excuse their technician from when he did the CPO inspection to not have brought to somebody's attention that it appears as if there's been some vehicle body damage and repairs have been done. So if you would think there would have been conversation within the dealership between the service department and, say, the pre-owned manager. And so, yeah, now you have a claim that you can try and bring against the dealer.
So let's continue going through the email here. There's a couple more, but I want to acknowledge David Tate with a $25 donation. Thank you, David. We'll answer your question right when we get through this message. The dealer called me today and offered to buy the truck back, but offered $27,000. I told him that Black Book showed Black Book value showed 24 to 29. He said my Black Book must be out of date as he was showing 26 to 27.5. No, it updates every single day. I have a CarMax offer with my disclosure of 2 accidents of 28.6. He says 27 is the best he can do, as he is expecting a big delivery of new Colorados in 7 weeks as they are retrofitting the pre-built ones as we speak. I doubt that.
Yeah.
So question, does YA Black Book value take into consideration prior history when providing the trade-in range, or do you adjust it within the rough to fair to excellent condition ratings? It's the latter. Right now, it doesn't take into consideration like the Carfax history reports.
It wouldn't know the history report.
Well, they do. That to get that data from them is even more expensive. So we're using the basic right now. Not the VIN history check as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So yes, you would rate it as like rough. So that being said, sounds like the offer he's making to you is a competitive one, especially if you're going to be buying another car, because then you get the sales tax benefit as well.
Yeah. See if you can work them a little more.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Yeah.
David Tate, question. When you say ask for the out-the-door price, is that for cash buy only, or does that include finance? In my head, I wanted a set price that include my down payment. What do you think?
Well, you want to get an out-the-door price. And they're going to go, well, are you paying cash or are you financing?
Yep.
And you can go, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. I haven't decided what direction I want to go.
Yep.
If there's a compelling enough offer for me to finance, then perhaps I'll finance it. But what you're trying to establish is what the selling price is going to be, including all the fees, all the dealer installed accessories, all the dealer fees, and sales taxes and title and registration. So that way you have a total price for the vehicle. You have your baseline amount. Now, if there's a way to save money, there might be a rebate if you refinance. Then it might make sense to take that rebate and finance. But you just want to get an out-the-door price so you know what the total price of the vehicle is before any finance charges.
Exactly.
Yes.
You always say if you're going to write a check.
Yeah.
How much would I have to?
Yeah.
We've got Frank Bouchard, $20 donation.
Thank you, Frank.
Hey guys, just joined on. Frank, Jeep guy from Long Island, East Hills Jeep, on vacation in Florida, back to work Monday. Okay, I had a consult call with a gentleman up in northern New Jersey.
Yes.
And near Frank. Wants to buy a Jeep Grand Cherokee. You know who I told him to call?
Would it be Frank?
I sent an email. I connected him. And it's not because I'm in bed with Frank. It's not because he donates to us. It's just because we know he's going to actually take care of the guy.
Yes.
It's the community in action.
Yes. This is the way the community is supposed
That's
to work.
another thing we need in the damn forum structure, is so that we can connect YAA.
Frank, you bringing back some of those wild ass dock fees from Florida?
Yeah, none of that, man. None of that. Pops, we've had a couple more members only emails come through. How you feeling? Can we go through maybe a couple more? We got like 2 left.
Is there like a basketball game or anything?
We've got 2 left. Let's get through these 2. I think they're going to be similar themes to what we've talked about.
You always encroach on my time.
I'm trying to buy a new Subaru Crosstrek and have been following your advice. I've not been able to make a deal waiting towards the end of the month, so I've gone ahead and factory ordered one with just a few accessories from a Costco dealer who will honor a Costco discount at the time of delivery. Now, of course, Toyota has come out with a new Corolla Cross, which looks as though it might work for me too. Any advice about purchasing the Subaru Crosstrek or waiting a bit longer on the Corolla Crosstrek? I'd go with the deal you've got with the current dealer.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the first year for the Toyota Cross.
And there you go. Steven in the chat was who I spoke with on my console call. Thanks for hooking me up with Frank. We spoke last night.
There you have it.
Can that get some?
Yes, some confetti and yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah, well, that's the way. Hopefully, ultimately, this will work.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Where we all help each other.
Yeah, look at this. This is awesome. Yeah. This is why the community needs to not just be live stream, live chat. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks. If no one has asked, can you comment on the shortage of cars and dealers asking for MSRP or more? I'm wanting a Cayenne S, preferably new. My Porsche dealer, after listening to me ask for a discount, just doesn't call me back. There's a serious lack of inventory of these cars because I have scoured the southeastern U.S. We filmed a video on that today. We talk about it all the time. There is a real, honest-to-God shortage. There are any multitude of reasons for the shortage, but there's a shortage. And right now, it's just the laws of supply and demand. When supply is low and demand is high, prices are high. And if,
let's say your Porsche dealer normally would get 10 Cayennes a month, but now, because of the shortage, they're getting 2. Well, they're not going to be predisposed to want to talk to you about a discount. Now, they might agree to sell you one of the 2 that they might get at MSRP. They might agree to that as opposed to adding an additional dealer markup. But it's real. And the best advice we can give people as advocates on your behalf at this present time is, if you don't absolutely positively need to buy a car, whether it be new or used right now, don't. Okay? Now's not the best time. Now, that's not to say that you can't still find deals, but you're not going to find a deal on a Cayenne because you just found out, as you know, that there aren't any anywhere.
And let's be really clear. Like, the name of the game for me and my dad, and why we do this, is the advocacy piece.
Yes.
Like, it is. Like, right before we turned on the camera, what we were saying. Let's get hyped. We're gonna help people. We're gonna help. Like, we do this because we like help people. Why are we working on repair advocacy? Because we got to figure out how to make money, and we got to tell people the truth, which is you probably shouldn't be buying a car right now. So people aren't going to buy our membership, right? Yeah. So, like, we got to figure out other ways to help. Like, but we got to be honest about the situation.
No, it's
and if you don't have to buy a car, don't buy a car.
Yeah, only buy a car if you absolutely must. If you have the ability to wait, then wait. Cars are not like toilet paper. Okay?
Well, car poopy.
They're not. Car poopy? Yeah, but they're not. I mean, if you wait, there's going to... Give the manufacturers a chance to get caught up with the chips and build the requisite number of cars that they want to be building so that the dealers can build their inventory back up again. And once dealers build their inventory back up again, they don't know any better. They'll go right back to discounting the hell out of this stuff and trying to steal a deal from a competitor. But if there are no cars at either that dealership or the competitor's dealership, they're not interested.
This is also why, like, if you're going to hold on to a vehicle, we're proud to sell the VSCs. Because get a VSC, just hold on to the thing, and God forbid something happens, it could be covered. Yes. Mike Dean says, we are now your advocate. And I like that, because we're trying our best to just be your advocate. Yeah.
Or why?
Yeah. All right, Pops. I know you want to watch basketball. Thank you for doing this tonight. This was
Thank you, everybody.
A great stream. Thank you for everyone for being a part of this. We'll be live Saturday night.
It's a rumor
I'm spreading it.
Okay.
We're live Saturday night.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that. You'll get an email notification. You'll get a notification from YouTube. Thanks for everyone for being here. Thanks for everyone for being a part of the community.
Yes.
And
we look forward to doing it again Saturday night.
I really do.
I do too. I can't thank Tyler Jackson.
Tyler Jackson with the $10 donation. I just sold my RAV4 at a Toyota dealership Saturday. I found out today that they have it on their lot for sale, but they haven't paid it off yet as promised. Is this normal practice? Keep up the great work.
Yes, it is normal practice, and they will pay it off, because they can't sell it without a title. So, yes, they might have sent the money to the bank. The bank hasn't cleared the check yet or hasn't credited your account yet, but yes, they can
so
put
it
for sale.
Thank you for that, Dad. Yeah. I have this concept.
Yes.
We're not doing it tonight.
Okay.
You're gonna hate me.
Okay.
You're gonna hate me.
I love you.
You're gonna hate me. I've got an idea for a stream where we go as long as we get donations. So, like, we come up with some corollary between, like,
I hate you.
$1. No. $1 is like 30 seconds. And so, like, if there were donations, you could end up on a stream for a week.
Yeah.
Let's see, would people?
Yeah. We could really find out all about car poopy. It would definitely turn into carpoopy.com.
Good night, everyone. Don't go to that URL. I don't know what is on there. Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Zach.
Good night
all.
That'd be